Maybe it's the smashing of the stones. Or maybe the precision of the slide. There's something about it. We'll look into the Olympic sport of curling. Hello everyone, I'm Don Jacobs, and we are here at the Toyota SportsPlex in Wilkes-Barre, and we're not talking skating, we're talking curling. We're gonna go wild with DiscoverNEPA with the Anthracite Curling Club. Dave Cawley and Jason Snyder are here, along with two other members, to give us a lesson just in time before the Olympics.
Anthracite Curling Club is a club where you just come out and curl. It is a club, and it's not a league. It's just people in the area that come on a Tuesday nights from 7 to 9, and we do that from April to August, and just curl.
What is it about curling?
It's something different. I was looking for something different because I was playing softball, basketball, and I was looking for something different, unique. I like unique sports, and curling is one of those unique sports.
When the Olympics come around, it's basically the only time I think curling, but you've got it in your blood now. You love it.
I love it a lot. I like doing it. I wish we could do it more. If we had a dedicated ice, we would probably do this 3, 4, 5 times a week. But unfortunately, we only do it once a week, and that's from April to August. The reason why we do it, April to August is because of the Pittsburgh Penguins. And this is their practice facilities.
Dave Cawley is also a member of the Anthracite Curling Club, and we asked him to explain the game and show us how it's done. Give me a little bit of the history of the game of curling.
Curling is a descendant of bocce. It's about 3,000 years old. Basically, the Romans came to Scotland and England and then left their game, and a bunch of drunk Scotsmen in the middle of the winter had nothing to do, so they said, hey, let's go out on the lake and play bocce, and that became curling about 600 years ago.
And when did it come to the United States?
It came here with the Scottish immigrants. There was actually a Wilkes-Barre Curling Club, a Pittston Curling Club, a Yatesville Curling Club. The Scotsmen came to work in the mines, and they brought their stones and they brought their game. Basically, you've got stones that are about 42 pounds, and you slide them down the ice towards a target that is called the house. The idea is to get your stones closer than the closest stone of the other team, and then you get the points in the end, which is like an inning in baseball.
Even the ice is specially made for the game.
So that is what we call the pebbler. The pebbler gives you little bumps, and there's space in between the
cut down on the
pebbles
friction.
to cut down on the drag.
Yeah. He's dropping pebbles of water, right?
Yep.
Look at this. So they freeze, make little bumps.
And as soon as it hits the ice, it freezes. That's actually what you're sweeping. When you're sweeping, you're melting the tips of the pebble for the length of the stone. That's why it's basically the stone is sliding on wet ice.
What other tools do you need? You need this, right?
We have the broom.
Okay.
We have a step-on slider, which is one of these.
Okay.
Or they make shoes that you can wear, like the shoes that I have.
Right.
Hang on. Nope, I'm going to hold on to this because I'm going to fall down.
Okay.
I have one shoe that just has grippy stuff on it, and I have another shoe that actually has the Teflon on the bottom of it.
Those are curling shoes.
These are curling shoes. They make them in Teflon, and they also make them in stainless steel, which I think is insane.
Wow. Okay, so special shoes.
And then this is a gripper so I don't fall on my butt.
Okay.
When I'm not sliding.
And what else do you use?
And then we have a stabilizer. You could use your broom to stabilize you, or we make a stabilizer, and then that's about the same height as the stone, so that will hopefully keep your shoulders even for when you do the delivery, because when you let go of the stone, if you're not balanced, you're gonna kind of fall over. What he's stepping on is a hack. It's kind of like a block for runners.
Okay.
That's what you're pushing off of.
Okay.
Then he's going to step on the step-on slider, which has the Teflon on the bottom.
Right.
He crouches down kind of like in a catcher position, and he becomes basically a spring. He's going to kind of push out, pull back, and then a pendulum action of him moving out is what propels him and the stone forward.
Jason made that look too easy. Yes, I gave it a crack for the sake of the story.
So now, put your foot on the slider.
Right.
Okay, and crouch down. The stone goes right there in between the two cups of the hack.
Okay.
Now,
whoa, is that slippery in there?
You're right. So now you are going to attempt to be a spring. You and the stone and the slider just go like this. Move it back and forth. There you go. Up. There you go. That wasn't so bad.
Well, first of all, I'm way off of line.
Yeah, yeah.
And secondly, that thing is too slippery.
Yes, yeah. Your stone actually went to the next game. It's kind of like if you're bowling and you throw your bowling ball into the next alley.
Can I have a do-over?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it again. Yep.
Let's just say the second time was a little less embarrassing.
Oh, that was better. That was straight.
It's a little
There
bit
you
more
go.
straight.
Yeah, you got about halfway down there.
How do you like that? Stacy Jackson is also a club member, and she does it much more gracefully.
With the brooms, what you're doing is making the stone go 10 to 12 feet further, and when it starts to slow down, that's usually when it starts to curl. Depending on which way you release the stone, that's why it's called curling. Because the stone actually curls in one direction or the other on the ice. The curling rink or length of the sheet is about 146 feet long.
Wow, it doesn't look that big in the Olympics.
Nope, because it takes about 20 to 30 seconds for the stone to go down from one end to the other, so it seems pretty quick.
Wow.
And the other thing about curling is it's a very deceptive game because you walk about 2 to 3 miles in the course of a game, because you walk from here to that end as you're sweeping,
Right.
and then you walk back and wait for the stone to get thrown, and then you walk back. So you're doing it in small 30-second bursts. Normal game is 8 ends, which is like an inning in baseball. Each team has 8 stones. They alternate throwing stones. And when you get to the end of your 8 ends, whoever's got the most points wins.
So we want to thank the Anthracite Curling Club. What an interesting sport. Be sure to watch it in the Olympics. For me, I think I'll keep my 2 feet straight up and I'll use the stick. Simply push it like that. For this episode of Go Wild with Discover NEPA and all the other episodes, go to discovernepa.com or subscribe on YouTube.